Welcome to Kwento Kids. Sumabay sa aming pagsalaysay ng mga kwentong puno ng saysay.
Kwento Kids is presenting with permission from Adarna House and the creators of this book, author Honoel Ibardolaza and illustrator Vallesteros. The greediest of Rajahs and the whitest of clouds. Once there was a very greedy Raja. He wanted the fattest cows, the roundest pigs, the juiciest melons, the sweetest sugar, the finest silk, and the purest of silver and gold. Because the greediest of Rajahs took everything from them, the people of his kingdom were the poorest and saddest. No one though dared defy the greediest of Rajahs, for he had the fiercest soldiers armed with the sharpest spears. One day, while the Raja was sitting near the largest window of his biggest palace, he saw the whitest cloud drifting across the blue heavens. He was absolutely enchanted. It was whiter than the purest carabao milk he drank every day and seemed fluffier than the softest pillows he slept on. "Guards!" he bellowed. "Call in all the wise men." "Get me the whitest of clouds," he ordered all the wise men. "If you do not get me that cloud," he roared, "I will have you tied to a pole and bitten by the reddest of ants." The wise men were given the whole night to figure out how to catch the whitest of clouds. Though they knew the task was impossible, they stayed up all night, pondering, calculating, and discussing. It was daybreak when the wisest of the wise men entered the Raja's chamber. "My venerable Raja," started the wise man, "heaven is home to Allah, and only one who is pure and great can even come close to it. Furthermore, the whitest of clouds can only be held by the greatest of men, and there is no one in this land greater than you." "That is true," the Raja laughed with selfish glee. "Even as you speak, I hear the invitation of Allah for me to visit him." The wisest of the wise men smiled humbly. "So tell me, scholar," continued the Raja, "how can I go up there?" The wisest of the wise men replied, "We propose that the largest of kites be constructed so that you may ride on it on your way toward the heavens. There, you will fasten the cloud to your kite with a rope. After you have secured the cloud and your person, we will pull you down." "Well done," the Raja exclaimed. "Bring me the most skilled of carpenters." Work on the great kite began at once. It was to be as grand as the greediest Raja, adorned with the finest of emeralds and rubies. The finest bamboo was gathered for the kite, and the softest velvet was used for the Raja's seat. A rope as long as 1,000 coconut trees was attached to the kite. Everyone was impressed with the magnificent kite, except the greediest of Rajahs. "The kite should be 3 times as large," complained the Raja. "The jewels should be 4 times as shiny and 10 times as many. The chair should have more cushions, and the tail should be woven with golden threads that glitter at night." The Raja's wishes were carried out, and the grandest of kites was brought by 50 men to the palace's largest courtyard. They didn't wait long, for the most powerful of winds started blowing and swept the kite and the Raja over the palace walls, above towering steeples, toward the heavens. The strongest soldiers held on to the kite's long rope. As the kite went higher and higher, the starving and unhappy citizens of the kingdom rushed out of their houses to look at the most magnificent and largest kite ever flown in the kingdom. Even the peasants who toiled in the watermelon field straightened up to see the astonishing sight that graced the clear blue sky. The Raja was ecstatic as the whitest of clouds was almost within reach. Suddenly, the kite stopped rising, for it had become too heavy with all the jewels. The Raja turned red with rage. He unsheathed his golden bolo and started slashing with blind fury at the threads that fastened the jewels to the kite. One by one, the threads began to snap, and the jewels started to fall. A glistening shower of rubies, emeralds, pearls, and diamonds fell over the kingdom. Overjoyed, the people scrambled for as many jewels as they could. Even the soldiers holding onto the kite's rope let it go, for they also wanted a share in the rain of treasure. In their excitement, no one noticed that the greediest of Rajahs was drifting further and further away, until he was nowhere in sight. "The Raja is gone!" a little boy exclaimed, and the people let out their loudest shouts of joy. They had gained the most wonderful gems and lost the greediest of Rajahs. They appointed the wisest of the wise men to rule the kingdom. He ruled with love and generosity. What became of the greediest of Rajahs, no one can say for certain. However, if you look at the evening sky long and hard enough, you might catch a glimpse of a distant trail of glitter streaking across the heavens. It is the greediest of Rajahs, still on his kite, chasing after the whitest of clouds.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. We hope you have learned about our culture and people as we share more pieces of Philippine literature with you. You can also read Adarna House books online through buribooks.com, an extensive e-library of Adarna House books. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more exciting tales, and share it with your friends and family who love reading and learning as well. Mabuhay ang pagbasa!